I'm Chris Oldland, editor of Field Service News. Now, one conversation that's high on the agenda of a number of different field service organisations is how do we bring our product offering and our service offering more in line? There's one company that is a shining beacon of how to do this correctly, and that's British company Rolls Royce with their aeronautics division. In fact, I'd go as far as to say they pretty much reinvented how their industry works by combining their product and service into one sophisticated contract. To find out a little bit more about how they've done this, I teamed up with service management specialist Nick Frank, and we headed down to Bristol to speak to Dave Gordon at Rolls Royce.
My name is Nick Frank, and I work with international manufacturing and technology businesses to help them get more value from their services. We've come here as part of a set of interviews that have been organised by the International Society of Service Innovation Professionals, that's ISIP for short. The goal of these interviews is to share best practice between practitioners and thought leaders in how services are increasingly supporting companies in achieving long-term sustainable growth. Rolls Royce are a leading British manufacturer, but what many people don't realise is in fact over 50% of Rolls Royce's revenues actually come from service. For example, in the civil business, they now deliver what's known as power by the hour, where customers pay literally for the time that they use the engine, and this helps them get this cost of service off their balance sheet. No longer do customers purchase an engine and then maintain it themselves. They take out quite advanced and sophisticated contracts with suppliers such as Rolls Royce, and they actually only pay for that engine as they use it. This has completely revolutionised how the engine business works, but also has had a significant impact on the business models of their customers, especially the low-cost airlines. We're very fortunate to be able to talk to Dave Gordon about their service journey and what their vision is for the future.
My name's Dave Gordon. I've been at Rolls Royce for 4 years. During that time, initially focused on our aftermarket business and really trying to create a strategy as to how we were going to grow that business and leverage some of the core capabilities that exist both within our defence sector but also right across the company. And to that end, we've looked at developing a number of capabilities which we'll talk about today. Currently, I'm the Programme Director for the Joint Strike Fighter Lift System. We like to say we put the lift into the F-35B, and those that are looking at this site will be able to see just how that works so impressively, as we'll be debuting that system at the Farnborough International Air Show during the summer of 2014. So Rolls-Royce within defence, I guess if we look at a journey over the last 10 to 15 years, we were a fairly traditional provider of the service. We sold a product, we sold a very time and material based service solution. It was very driven by the customer and their management of our product, and they would call on us for spares, etc. And it became clear to us that that wasn't the best fit for a lot of our customers. During the introduction, Nick talked about the journey that our civil business went on, and indeed civil themselves saw a very strong pull. It actually came from American Airlines, who approached Rolls-Royce and said, we would be far more interested in you providing a solution that kept your engine on wing, and we incentivised you to do that, than rather than incentivising you just to maintain it as a product. So we worked very closely with that customer and developed a total care solution that very much focuses on that end-to-end need. And during that process, Rolls themselves has gradually taken more of the risk and more of the responsibility for managing those assets as we became more and more confident in our ability to do that. Within defence, we've taken some of those core tools and processes and embedded them into our own value sort of offering to our customer. And we use particularly the UK customer as a testing house to work with them. They themselves were going through a major transformation, looking to downsize the scale of their operation and drive efficiency. And we were very much up for that journey as well. So very much in collaboration, we went about introducing a far more availability-based solution. It's been very successful. We see it now embedded on our Tornado program, on the RB199 engines. We also do it on the Typhoon, on our EJ200 engine. And then as we look to the future, we're starting to work with the customer to go beyond just an availability solution and say, well, what's really disrupting that customer's operation? What's really stopping them doing their job? And getting to the point where they don't even think about my propulsion system, they're just focused on prosecuting their operation. And to do that, we need to understand a little bit about the nature of the disruption and what we can do to help.
Rolls Royce's Dave Gordon there. Now, do keep your eyes peeled because there'll be a number of different videos from this exclusive interview that will be appearing on Field Service News across the next few weeks. However, you can also download the full half-an-hour interview to watch at your leisure just by clicking the link below and subscribing to Field Service News. Anyway, from now, my name's Chris Oldland. I've been editor of Field Service News. Special thanks to Service Management Specialist Nick Frank for working with us on this interview as well, and we'll see you next time. Take care.